Hey guys, welcome to a chat with Jeff. Today we're going to be looking at the Keto Custard or the Fat Bomb recipe. Now it's not something that I came up with myself. I found it on the Cassiopeia forum and I'll put the link below so you can have a look at it yourself. Some of you may like to prefer to watch it on video like this, or you may prefer to have a look at the actual recipe on the forum. So you can do that with the link below, and there are different variations to this recipe as well. So basically today I'm just going to be going through the basic recipe, and from there you can actually add different flavors and things to the keto custard to make it more to your liking, I suppose. So it's something I've been kind of tinkering with over the last couple of weeks, and it's really helped me to reduce my carb cravings. I do have quite a sweet tooth, and I love eating those sweet things. So trying to reduce carbohydrates is pretty difficult for me, and especially in this day and age, in this world where every shop is filled with a food that is absolutely loaded with carbohydrates and with sugars as well. It can be difficult getting enough of those good fats into our diet. So for those of you who know the importance of eating those good healthy fats and who are trying to reduce your carbohydrate intake, then the Fat Bomb or the Keto Custard might be something that is good for you. So we're going to go through the basic recipe here. This is the smaller variation, and it uses 100 grams of butter, 200 mils or 1 cup of coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 teaspoons of gelatin, 2 teaspoons of xylitol, 4 egg yolks, a dash of vanilla, and an optional 3 tablespoons of shredded coconut, and 25 mils of water as an optional extra as well. Depends on how the mix is kind of gelling together. And it can be a fairly delicate process, making sure the fats and the coconut milk kind of does all gel together, and making sure the right quantities and the right heat is used as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and making sure it does work properly. And it hasn't always worked out for me, so it does take a little bit of experimentation. But I think this recipe, these ingredients are pretty good for making sure you get the keto custard working just right. So to start off, you want to put the pot over a low heat and melt the butter and the coconut oil inside. Mix in with the gelatin, the xylitol, and the coconut milk. You want to keep mixing that around until the gelatin starts to dissolve. You don't want this to get too hot. If it starts to boil, it is too hot. If you have one of those stoves that doesn't really go on a low heat properly, you will need to use a heat diffuser, or at least get another pot that has a thicker bottom to it so the ingredients won't get too hot. While that is heating up, and you want it to heat up to about 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit. But while that is heating up slowly, you can separate the eggs. We're just using the egg yolks for this recipe, so you can put away the whites, keep them in the fridge, or use them for a different recipe. But just grab the egg yolks. We want to beat those. And once the pot has reached that temperature of 70 degrees, you want to take it off the heat, and you're going to add in the egg yolks bit by bit, making sure you're whisking in between each addition. So once the egg yolks have all been added in there, we're going to put the pot back on the stove over a low heat. And we're basically going to bring it back up to that same temperature again, about 70 degrees Celsius. So make sure you stir frequently throughout the heating up. You don't want it to get too hot. But once it does hit that temperature of 70 degrees, you want to leave it on there for about another minute or so, just until it does start to thicken. You can always use a little bit more gelatin as well if you want a thicker custard. So once it has started to thicken, take it off the heat and place the entire pot in a sink of cold water just to cool it down a little bit quicker. And while it is cooling down, you can add the dash of vanilla as well. So that is the basic keto custard recipe. From there you can add different things, different flavors. You can add some lemon to give it a lemon flavor. Or you can add some chocolate or some coffee as well. There are different variations of flavors you can use on the link below. In the link below, if you have a look there. But that's the basic recipe for the keto custard. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you let me know how you go with it. I'd love to hear whether it's working out for you or whether it's not working out for you, or any problems you've been having with it. So definitely love to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.